name is Tanisha, and I will be your host today. And I'd like to welcome you all for the open mic night of Asexuality Asia conference. I will be using the gender neutral they them pronunciations for everyone. And if you want me to use any other pronouns, so just let me know. We will be starting our open mic night with Hussein. Hussein won't be actually performing, but they have sent us a presentation, and one of our volunteers, Satyabham, is going to perform for Hussein, and they will be sharing their screen. And also, for anybody who meets Satyabham in the real world and they want to spend time with Satyabham. Satyabham loves any ice cream which is fat free. So that is a point everybody should remember. And over to you, Satyabham. Also, when the performer is performing, I will request everyone to switch off their mics so that the performer gets the space. So thank you and enjoy the performance. Over to you, Satyabham.
Yes, thank you, Tanisha. Yes, a fat-free ice cream, or maybe we can just go for like some tea or fried snacks. Anything would do, or better, momos, right? Anyway, so coming to the presentation, let me share my screen, and somebody can maybe let me know if you are looking at the screen and it's being presented.
Yes, it's been presented.
Yes, I would have loved to introduce Hussein, who they are, but since they have not, they did not want to delve into that, so maybe perhaps let's just go to the presentation. You can see the photographs, their photographs, and they have prepared something on goddesses in men, ungendered emasculation. So perhaps as the idea, it perhaps might give you the idea about what this presentation is going to be. This is a two-slide presentation. There are a lot of photographs, and basically it will talk about how masculinity is free from societal beliefs around patriarchy, and it will get into the conversations around gender nonconformity and femininity with and masculinity, everything around that. So yeah, let me read a bit more, and if you have any question at any point of time, you can just text us those questions, and we will try to get them answered through Hussein themselves. While trans men invite divine spirits into their bodily form to take over and fulfill their desire for the feminine within, the masculine is free from societal beliefs around patriarchy and the unequal treatment across genders. He transforms into Ardhanarishwari, inviting her expression through his aura physique. And so does she unite with her male counterpart within the same body of life, essentiating oneness and genderized elements of godly origins. Encounters with the masculine selves upon visits with the Maser within. The sense of touch defines sensual pleasures that lead to engendered sexual feelings for a human form. As the sculptor envisions a shape, the image of the infatuated is imagined in the view of the lover. The astral block of marble etches and chips off as the hands of the Cupid struck soul work their ways into embracing the curves of the beholder of beauty. Only then can the sculpture unite with the artisan, and such is the case with Tantra, the art of embodiment beyond the self. This mutual amalgam of energy fields is only felt when the skin and the body of the client merge with the hands and the heat of the masseur. Uh, uh, Perhaps if you can just maybe take a look at the photographs here, and then you can look at the photographs here. You would perhaps try to understand that the conversation is around ungendered emasculation, as in gender nonconformity as a whole. And if we can maybe have a conversation about it, I would love to hear your point of views and interact more on this, if that would be something that you all might be open to.
Wow, that was beautiful, and thank you so much for sharing that beautiful piece with us, all of us. Uh, I would like to request everyone to take a moment with this piece. Try to go back to the space in your mind and see and feel everything the writer wanted to express, and we will come back to the space at the end of our open mic where we can have a conversation about it, and we will forward all of your reviews and all of your questions to his end. So let's take a moment and then we will go to the next participant. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. I would request Anisha to turn on their camera, turn on their microphones, so that first we can do a check and then they can start with their performance. Anisha, can you please turn on your microphone and your
Hi.
yes. Now
Hi.
I'm able to hear you. So
Awesome.
hi, how was your day? Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. I have a walk off today, so
Amazing, amazing. So, Nisha, tell us about your favorite ice cream flavor so that just in case any of us meet you in the real world, we should know how we can have gala time.
yeah, please. I also go with chocolate. I will have anything that has chocolate in it.
All right. Okay, so chocolate it is then.
Yeah.
So, over to you, Anisha. Mesmerize us with your amazing songs. All the best.
Thank you. She just wants to be beautiful. She goes unnoticed. She knows no limits. She craves attention. She praises an image. She prays to be sculpted by the sculptor. Oh, she don't see the lights that shine in deeper than the eyes can find it. Maybe we've made her blind, so she tries to cover up her pain and cut her wounds away. Cover girls don't cry, other faces made, but there's a hope's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. You don't have to change a thing, the world could change its heart. Those scars to you beautiful, we're stars and we're beautiful. She has dreams to be an envy, so she's carving, cover girls in nothing. She says, beauty is pain and there's beauty in everything. What's a little bit of hunger? I could go a little while longer. She fades away. He don't see her perfect. She don't understand. She's worth it. Oh, that beauty goes deeper than the surface. Oh, 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 girls that hurting. Let me see your mirror. Let you see a little bit clearer. The light that shines within. There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. You should know you're beautiful just the way you are. You don't have to change a thing. The world could change its heart. Those scars to you beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful. Oh, you don't have to change a thing. The world could change its heart. You beautiful. than the use that you are. No better life than the life we live in. No better time for you shine. You're a star. There's a hope that's waiting for you in the dark. But you should know you're beautiful just the way you are. You don't have to change a thing. The world could change its heart. No scars to you, beautiful. We're stars and we're beautiful.
Whoa, that was amazing. Damn, you're going to get a big pinata with a lot of chocolates. Amazing. Ha, I have goosebumps. Woo, feels. So many feels. Damn, guys.
Yes,
It's so
exactly.
powerful. Damn. Awesome.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
Amazing. So good. Love it. Awesome. So very good. So, we will go to the next performer, but before that, as you were not able to have a conversation with you, Anisha, because you were a little late, which is all right, I can understand. Technical difficulties do be like that sometimes. I just wanted to ask you, so how are you? How are things been? Because amazing voice, you sang beautifully. So tell us about your favorite cartoon, which you loved growing up.
Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry.
And also the first cartoon character you had a crush on.
Cartoon character. I don't know. I don't think so. No, I don't. I didn't have a crush on a cartoon character growing up. I liked in movies. I used to like Salman Khan a lot.
Oh,
I used to love him a lot. But then when I grew up, I heard about all of the things except the movies.
it's sad, right? It's sad.
Yeah, it is.
So thank you so much, and hope you stay till the end. We will have fun after all the open mic contestants are done. We will have a small improv sessions.
Sure.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. So our next contestant is Rapti. Rapti, please can you turn on your camera? Please can you turn on your yes. So Rapti here loves chocolate ice cream as well. And so yes, if you guys meet Rapti in person somewhere, offer them chocolate ice cream and you can have amazing conversations. Over to you, Rapti. Rock it.
Yeah, this is like the sweetest question I've ever been asked. Like it's the best opening question. So it's a piece that I would like to read out. So please excuse my lack of drama, whatever. But anyway, hopeful encounter, and it's an absolute piece of fiction without any relation to any real life characters. Alexandra sat beside the window, dejected, streaks of tears running down her caramel cheeks. Her pale satin pink dress, bordered with the finest of silk, cascaded like a river from her body as the trail fell on the floor. The silver moonlight fell on her face, but failed to light up her ocean blue eyes. The room was covered in a sweet smelling mist, like everything else on the planet of Iris. Full moon, thought Alexandra. Her slender frame began shaking with disbelief as she recalled the incident from earlier. Eugene lifted his hands and lightly caressed Alexandra's cheeks, like it was made of the most brittle glass. Alexandra blushed under the movement as Eugene rolled over to her side. Sensing his actions, Alexandra put a firm hand on her lover's chest. Don't, she said in a small voice. Eugene gave her a confused look. You are aware that we are not fooling around. I intend to make you my bride, Eugene claimed in a strong voice. Alexandra spoke hastily to cover her embarrassment. Of course, dear, but I. She trailed off. Eugene waited patiently, holding his breath, unsure what his girl was about to confess. Minutes passed. Alexandra did not say anything. The gurgling of the nearby stream over harsh rocks floated in the misty air of Iris. They were lying down on a soft patch of grass near the entrance of the woods. I should get going. No one knows I'm here. No one knows I'm out of the castle, Alexandra said as she sat up hurriedly and smoothed her dress over its rough edges. Before Eugene even had the opportunity to react to the entire situation, Alexandra was out of sight, mysteriously vanishing like a long lost fairy after granting a wish. Thalia burst into the room, a golden glitter dress a little too extravagant for this hour of the day. What in the name of Iris have you done? Roared the queen, seething with anger. Alexandra sat up from her place by the window and looked at her mother with hollow eyes. Thalia walked towards her daughter as she spoke. Why can't you be more like your sisters? Oh, such a fool you are to reject the Prince of Zeno. As it is, your mind is filled with all sorts of nonsense from those books that you indulge in. You just crushed your fortune with your own hands, Alexandra. Mother, spoke the girl in a broken voice, it does not matter whom I reject. I myself was compelled to reject the love of my life. Why should I be under the impression that a stranger, a prince no less, will even begin to understand my positions, will pay heed to my opinions? How could you keep this from me? Said Eugene, his eyes glinting with exaggerated anger that was totally uncalled for in the situation. Alexandra had never witnessed such reactions from Eugene before this. She failed to understand how her opinions about her own body angered someone else. Was mother right? Is it truly a curse to be knowledgeable enough so as to not submit to dominance? Alexandra thought to herself, disregarding it immediately at how foolish it sounded. She replied out loud, I wanted to tell you. I was hesitant, but you must understand me, accept it, because I am not, under any circumstances, going to alter my decision. Eugene made a cruel face as he spoke. You expect me to make you my bride even after this? I want a family with a normal girl. Eugene stressed on the word normal, and Alexandra felt as if stabbed mercilessly by a rusted knife, even though she knew in her heart that she was right. Were the desires of the body more than the wish of the heart? Sure, she had thought how she would break the news of her not wanting a child to Eugene, but such misunderstanding from her soulmate she did not expect. All the times I have held your hand, all the times I've caressed your cheeks, have you been disgusted by my touch? Eugene continued, failing to grasp Alexandra's words. The princess stood like a stone, too shocked to speak, absorbing every drop of harshness like a statue under a torrential storm. Explaining her sexuality to Eugene would be futile. Didn't she have a dignity of her own? Alexandra composed her stance and prepared her heart for the battle she was going to fight. Prince Nicholas stood under a canopy of vines, lavender flowers sticking out from them. He wanted to take one of them and put it in the lovely brown curls of the princess beside him. Alexandra shifted under her seat, clutching her red velvet gown with sweaty hands, nervousness oozing out of her. She was determined to confess to the prince her truth before doing further damage to either of the royal families. Despite rejecting the prince, her mother coaxed Alexandra to meet Nicholas once. Reluctant at first, she finally agreed and saw this as an opportunity to come out to a stranger in the hopes of driving away marriage proposals. Before anything else, I would like to confess something of grave importance. Alexandra let out after minutes of uncomfortable silence between them. The prince looked at her patiently, but not in the disgusted way Eugene did. Instead, the soft brown gaze of the prince embraced Alexandra in a comforting way. Feeling slightly encouraged, the girl continued. One would say I am unlike other princesses. I do not dream of children playing by the crackling fireplace. I do not desire lovers' touch on my body, but on my heart. I might not be the ideal wife, willing to birth your prodigy, Alexandra finished in a soft voice, marred with relief. She had been longing to say it to someone ever since she was compelled Alexandra to let out these long, suppressed words. Nicholas smiled warmly. He was aware that this girl with her carrots and warmed his heart, not pity, but a spark of affection he had never felt before. He yearned to comfort the stranger, assuring her all will be okay. I think I will be able to work around that, the prince replied. It won't be easy, but you have intrigued me in a way no one has. It would be a delight to uncover the mysteries hidden in those beautiful eyes, smiled the prince as Alexandra smiled the while. So, yeah, that's it.
so beautiful. That was so pretty, and I love your storytelling skills, man. You're really amazing writer. Wow,
Thank you.
awesome. That's amazing. You will get a big ice cream, but you will get in those fancy cups, like glass
Oh,
cups. Just don't drop.
wow. Yeah.
Fancy.
Amazing.
Awesome. So, beautiful, beautiful story from Rapti. Let's just give her like a, let's give them a big round of applause, guys. It was a beautiful presentation and I love their storytelling skills. So, next we have our very own Dana. Dana will be performing for their friend Ray, and Dana loves uh, cookies and creams ice cream. I thought they would say berries and cream, but I think they're not a little lad who likes berries and cream. So sad, but it's okay. So, Dana, over to you. And all the best for your presentation. Dana is not performing their own presentation or their own story, but they are performing for their friend Ray. So, all the best.
Okay, so Ray can't be here with us because of she's just not available. So anyway, the poem that they sent us, it's about their experience with discovering themselves. And I'm not going to share screen, I'm just going to read it. So yeah. It's called The Pain That I Feel Now. The pain that I feel now was once jubilant love. It soared through the skin like a free-flying dove. Your gaze, though, had only the space for my mortal shell, my own body, my foe. Love me for my spirit, love my colorful soul. There isn't anything in my body. Try to look past it all. I cannot love your body, not like you want me to, but I want that happy fairy tale ending too. I guess for now, though, I sit here all alone, my gaze hanging low as I let your laughs echo. The pain that I feel now was once jubilant love. So yeah, that was the poem by Ray. Let me know if you have any feedback and I'll let them know what you think of it.
That's amazing. That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much, Jana. That was a very beautiful poem, Dana. Thank you so much. So we will do a little feedback session at the end of all the open micers are done performing. Is it okay with everyone if we do all the feedbacks and all the questions at the end? And if you guys are okay, then just give me a thumbs up or just like send a thumbs up in the chat box below. Okay. All right. I can see a few thumbs ups. Okay. So we have 1, we have 2. So Satyabam, Anisha. Okay, we have 3. All right, we have 3 thumbs up. That's a lot of thumbs up. So next on our list is one of our members actually. So we also have Sneha who would be performing today, and Sneha is too cool for school because they don't like no ice cream. They are all about that good. So if you ever meet Sneha outside in the wild, as I like to say, if you ever meet Sneha in the wild, just give them some good and they would be very happy. So yes, Sneha, can you please turn on your camera and your microphone, please? Yes. Over to you. Take the floor.
I'll be sharing my screen so that you can, it's going to be a poetry reading, so you could also read it with me.
Okay. All
Is it audible? I mean, is it visible?
Yes, Neha. Yes,
Awesome.
I am able to see it.
This is actually based on aesthetic attraction. So when you hear it or read it, have that in mind so that it gives you a different perspective. 61, 62, 63. I counted my steps as usual. My eyes on my shoes all purple. A shadow emerged. I took the next step. The shadow merged with my shoes, compelling my eyes to shift up. My eyes wanted to blink. Who had them dazzled? The bright sun? Could be. The luminous face radiating the warm glow of the evening sun. The dual orbs on the face like crystals. The mesmerizing smile that danced made those crystal orbs twinkle like the sun in another galaxy. Transfixed, my body stalled. My lungs forgot to function. I blinked, trying to adjust. Those crystal orbs, I wanted them on me. I wanted them to look away. Oh, the dilemma. Hey, she said. Was she haying me? I looked around me, and she walked past me. No one behind or around me. She hayed me? Yes, me? In split second, I wheeled around and said and called out, "Hey!" My voice let out a stream of air, but with no sound. In desperation, I swallowed and called out once more, "Hey!" Now my voice carried. What have I done? My feet shifted in embarrassment. She halted and turned toward me. Those crystal orbs became round like a gold coin. Then, as the accompanying lips curved upwards, a pair of 1,000-watt bulbs, those crystal orbs shone. I knew then I wanted them crystal orbs to speak to me, to flash angrily at me, to laugh with me, to shed tears with me, to light up on seeing me, to love me, to close and open sleepily next to me for the rest of my existence. So that is my poem.
Wow, I feel personally attacked because this is a daily experience. Every time I'm in the wilderness and I see another queer, that's what happens. But it was beautiful, and your presentation was mesmerizing, and it was very amazing. So give them a round of applause, guys. It was they agreed to do it very last minute. Thank you so much. Just thank you so much. That was amazing. It was really great. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you all.
So they were our last performer, but I will be also performing today. And okay, so my name is Tanisha. I am a storyteller, and my favorite ice cream flavor is actually mango because I'm basic like that. So the poem for some reasons the piece I'm sharing, the story I'm sharing is completely fictional and it doesn't have any connection to the real world characters. It doesn't have connection. There's get the so the piece is called Lemon Drops, and here it begins. Have you ever had lemon drops in your childhood? Like those lemon drops, you remember? They used to come in different colors, but all of them like tasted similar. I didn't knew it as a child until one day one of my snobby friends come to me and just be like, Tanisha, you know, right, that they all taste the same. They're just colored in different food coloring. What a way to break a little heart, am I right? But anyways, I know you see me now when you look at a very hyper and very friendly person, but I used to not be like this back in the school. Back in the school, I was that weird kid who used to sit inside the classroom for the lunch breaks, imagining about all the ways I could save the school and be the hero. And on one such day, when I was sitting in the lunchroom, when I was sitting in my classroom, imagining all bizarre scenarios, I hear this voice which said, Hey, is this seat taken? I looked at that person. Oh my God, such a beautiful creature to have my eyes stored upon. They were tall and they were beautiful and they had prettiest smile on their face. And I thought to myself, oh my God, is this the time? Am I making friends? Oh my God, is this friendship? And I just looked at them and said, yeah, sure, you can sit here. After sitting down, they told me that they are an exchange student and their father is in the army. And that's how our friendship began. They used to come in the class every day. We used to sit together, have conversations for hours. They used to tell me about beautiful mountains of Himalayas and the dreadful deserts of Rajasthan. I have heard about all of those places, but every time they spoke of it, it felt like a beautiful fairy tale land. And they have such big hazel eyes. You can look at them for days, and even if they were not saying anything, I could hear each and everything they were saying. We had a world of our own, and for a year, everything around it vanished completely. But it happened finally, and we had the end of the year. And weirdly, we didn't thought of exchanging numbers. Well, it was back in 2012, so I guess it was not a big thing to exchange numbers. But I went on a vacation with my family with the hope of meeting my friend once again once I joined the school. And then on the first day of my school, or first day of my eighth standard, eighth grade, I was so excited. I wore my best uniform and I walked in the school just to realize that they have been transferred in another school because their father got another posting. Sad is not a word to describe the emotion. That day again, I sat in the classroom all alone, but instead of thinking of all the scenarios I can save the school from, all I could think was, all I could think was about their hazel eyes and the thousand words they spoke. So a classmate took pity on me, sat next to me, and said, what happened? With tears in my eyes, I said, I I lost a friend, I guess. The classmate looked at me and said, oh no, silly. You are not this sad when you lose a friend, but when you lose a lover. Lover, I said. Though I had a plain face, all the angels in the skies were singing and dancing and singing the Lords of Praises and telling me, yes, I was. It took me a second to realize, and once I realized it, all I wanted to do was run to them, hold their hand, and tell them how much I love them. But they were already in a different school, in a different state, talking to another person and asking if that seat was taken. And I was sad. Well, even today, I find myself in the middle of a debate of homosexuality and heterosexuality. And well, all I can say is, they all taste the same. They are just colored in different food coloring. So yes, that is my piece. Thank you so much for listening, and please turn on all of your cameras and all of your microphones so that we can have an amazing conversation. Hello.
Lovely, Tanisha. Thank you. That was so oof. Okay, I heard everybody, and it took me to so many places. For example, while Sneha was telling their story, and then Rapti were telling their poem. I was I think I should get back to writing.
You
I
should.
do write a lot. So the thing is, I do write a lot, but then that writing is basically a very different form of writing. So not penning whatever I'm feeling, all of that down, or perhaps just trying at fiction or whatever. But now I do want to, start doing that again. So maybe the next session of, PanACEa comes up, I will definitely have something to share.
So,
Um,
Satyam, if you or if
yeah.
any one of you are actually interested in doing some personalized stories, uh, I can have a improv 2 session with you guys, and we can navigate how to actually write a personalized or a personal story which you are writing as a fiction or non-fiction. So we can do that. If you're interested, then
Lovely.
hit me
That
up.
sounds
We can
really
do that.
great. That sounds really great.
Yes. So it was amazing, guys. All of you were so amazing, so beautiful. I loved all of the performance, guys. So please turn on all of your cameras and of your microphones and hear praises of yourself. You did an amazing job. You did a good job today.
Oh, Sneha, I get that. I do get that.
Uh, so Satyam, should we go like from per performance? So we can start with Hussein's presentation. Everybody who heard Hussein's presentation, do you guys have any comments? Do you have any remarks which we would then transfer to Hussein? Please go ahead.
And more importantly, maybe questions that you might have.
Yes, questions you might have for
You know,
Hussein.
if maybe somebody from here can answer them, that would be great. Or you know what, we'll make sure that the question reaches to Hussein, and then they answer
That
for
would be
you.
more.
So
Yep.
that works. So yeah. Cool. I don't
Can
think so we have
can I start?
questions.
Oh, I actually
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have a
yeah.
remark. I don't have the question. I
Yeah.
actually genuinely love the way they have addressed that privilege of Ardhanari Nateshwar and the duality where we have this Ardhanari Nateshwars, but then at the same time we would like look down upon non-binary people, or we look down upon trans people who don't look trans enough according to our thoughts. I really love how they have done that. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. It's ironic
Yeah,
also on so many levels,
it's
right?
very ironic also.
I mean, in the Hindu culture, primarily we
Yes.
celebrate them as a, as a form
Do
of God, as a form
yeah,
of some figure,
yeah,
and then we do not, while they are right in front of us, we do not really give them their due, right? So
yeah.
that's definitely there. And also I feel it, from this particular point only, I feel that wherever we, like, as an individual and as a society, whenever we feel that somebody is below us, we kind of give them respect, in a sense, through our, the whole, in a religious sense, if you get what I'm saying. For example, women are goddesses, but look how we treat them. Or
Yeah,
and or if you go in the in my villages, if you go into the villages, right, how people treat, the Dalit community, or in the hinterland especially. So yeah, I do
it
feel
is
that's like a
it
thing.
is
We
more.
give them importance, but then that's just like a lip service.
Yeah,
That's like a lip service. Women, mata, but hello, like what's happening? So all of that. So yeah, I kind of
which
feel that.
is so much ironic because like especially in Maharashtra we have this whole cultures of Varkaris or like Varkari saints, and all of the Varkari saints, if you just look at them, all of them never were from higher castes. All of them were from
Hmm.
lower castes, all of them. And we still sing their bhajans, we still perform their kirtans, but at the same time, when it comes to giving respect, we don't do it. Which is
Or perhaps treat them as humans.
yeah, exactly. Humans.
Yeah.
So yes, that was Suzanne's piece, which was amazing. Then come to Anisha and their powerful singing. So please turn on your microphones and tell Anisha, how did you feel about their music, which was amazing, by the way. You were amazing. Just best. I love it. You're getting a big pinata with a lot of chocolates in it
Also, you're
every time.
coming to Bombay. Oh, nobody got the joke? Okay, never mind.
Okay, is that the Indian Idol
I
reference?
did. That's why I was
Because for
laughing. I was
second, I was
laughing.
thinking, isn't Pragati settled in Delhi? Why is she calling people to Why are they calling people to Bombay? Like, is there something in Bombay?
That
Okay,
was really good. That was really good.
you're coming to Bombay, Anisha. Pack your bags.
Yeah.
Yes, Rapti, Mridula, we would love to hear what you guys have to say. Delna, Sneha.
Yeah, it was, I mean, it was so full of emotion. And, anyways, I mean, the lyrics are really meaningful. And the way you like sang it is just the kind of voice, we need these days to, sort of combat everything that's going on over there. So, loved it.
It's beautiful. Just magnificent.
I love the voice, actually, like seriously. And also the hair. Oh, yeah. You rocked it.
Your hair is really amazing, by the way. Fantastic. All right. So now we will come to Rapti's performance, which was magnificent. So anybody who has any remarks, please turn on your microphones and tell Rapti how this beautiful piece of art resonated with you.
It was so good, and you really need to teach me how to write short stories because I feel like I start writing and then suddenly I have a novel and
So, that's even better. That's,
I want
that's
to
like amazing.
I want to have such problems. Yes, go ahead, Midla. Go ahead, Rapti.
no, it was just like it's so nice and cute because like there was the first part which was like relatable, but then there was the second part which was like, oh no, there is a person who will love you, which is what we all want.
Yes,
So
thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Anyone else? Nisha, Sneha, Dalna, anybody else who wants to say something to Ramti for the beautiful performance?
yeah, it was a very good story. I saw that website she said her other stories. I'm definitely going there.
Yeah, it's actually, I mean, it's a great platform for women, like, to publish whatever, like fiction, non-fiction, any kind of, so it's amazing. And there are a lot of personal stories. And I mean, you can check it out. It's
That-
Sure,
really a
thank you.
nice read.
Will do. I'll
Thanks.
do.
Thanks.
We will do it because it was amazing. Then coming to our very talented, uh, very amazing Delna, who didn't perform, who was performing someone else's creation, which was also amazing, even though they do not like berries and creams. Go ahead, Delna. Please turn on your camera. Please turn on your microphone. Please, everybody, tell how what do you feel about Trey's performance, and we will make sure that all of your feedbacks goes to Trey. Let me, Delna. Where is Delna? Oh yeah, hi. Delna, I would like
Yes.
to ask you also, as you're performing someone else's piece, what do you feel about the piece?
It was deep. I mean, all of this is obviously deep stuff, but I think it was for them because I know them personally. I know that it was very personal, and it was about their journey of, coming to terms with who they are. And, so it was brilliantly written. So yeah.
And you performed it very well as well. So please turn on your microphones and tell Dana about the piece they performed and what do you think about it? Sneha?
Coming
Rafi,
out
yeah.
stories are always emotional, and it's always beautiful in one way or the other. Either they are sadly beautiful or pleasantly beautiful, but they are beautiful nonetheless.
Yeah, I agree. And it was so concise, but put in such an amazing manner, like so smooth and everything. I mean, from like a fictional point of view, but at the same time, expressing all that there was to express. So
Anyone else, or should we move on?
Oh, sorry for those awkward 2 minutes of silence. So we will go to Sneha because they also had an amazing performance. And even though, yeah, it was a little bit of a personal attack, Sneha, but it's okay. I still love it. It was amazing. What do you guys think about Sneha's performance? Please take the podium and please turn on your microphones and tell Sneha what do you feel about their performance? It was amazing.
This applies to like both the poems because like for me, whenever I listen to poetry, like I just like get so lost in it. And it's just one of those like really magical forms of like expression. So like it's just I bow to all poets because it's just it's something that's so amazing. And yeah.
Thank you, Mridala, and thank you everybody who is a poet appreciator.
You were amazing. You were amazing.
Thank you.
That's true. So, yeah, this was a wrap. Thank you so much, all the performers for performing. Thank you, audience, for sticking with us for the whole performance. And I think at the end of this session, the three things which we are taking home is first that we should all get back into writing some of the other things and start expressing and have fun with our words. Second thing is that nobody here is like berries and creams. So nobody's going to do the little lad dance, which is kind of sad. I'm not good for it. And third and most important thing is that we appreciate of our queerness and we support each other with our queerness. And I think that is the most important thing. So thank you so much. Thank you everybody for attending. And bye-bye. Good night. Good morning. Good evening. Wherever you
bye-bye.
are. Bye.
Thank you, everyone, and thank you
Thank
so
you,
much for
Tanisha.
hosting, Tanisha. You
Bye.
were a delight, and everybody, we'll see you tomorrow for the second last day of the entire conference. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Sneha, I have a feeling you'll become the host. When you do,
Yes.
can you end the meeting and the live as well?
Okay, fine.